So hello friends, welcome to my channel and today we will be talking about more data types in Python. And what are the data types? I will show you after opening my Python. So let's open our Python. I will recommend you to pin it to your desktop, like pin it to your taskbar or put it and put an icon on your desktop so it will help you to go in Python easily. So it's opening. So you can see that last time we talked about these things. Okay, so I will be talking about more data types in Python. So let me just write here. Let me just make a new file first of all. So here I'll make a new Python file. Let's name it as g underscore. Uh, so I'm opening three more data types. So it's the file name. And what can I do? And I will now zoom in and I will show you the data types. So the most three data types we will be today talking about is the none, none type, or null. The second one is uh, the second one is list. Here list and is the So we'll be talking about this. So there is one more data type called set, but I don't think so it will be needed for you. Mostly no one uses set, mostly everyone uses dictionaries or list, and tuples are also sometimes used. So let it be now. So now let's what do? Let's just go here and go. Let's see what is none type data type. So none type means nothing. It's not a string, it's not an integer, it's not a boolean, it's not a list, tuple, dictionary, it's nothing. It is none, means null. It's an empty thing. So let's make a none type object, so none type variable. So I'll write here none. And you can see that when I write a is equal to none, you can see that this n is big. So you have to keep in mind that Python is a case sensitive. So n should be bigger. And when I try to print a, so let's just print this a, so not in caps. Okay. And now let's run this by right clicking it. So you can see that none. It gives me none, means nothing is there. It is a none type. Oh, so it's working. Means none. What can you? Mostly no one uses none. I don't know who use none, but I don't use none mostly. Most of the programs none is not used. So after knowing none type, let's see what is list. None is not that like none is not yeah, we don't have to just we it is not important to explain so much about none. So you have to just keep in mind that none is nothing. Like none is there in Python but is nothing. Its type is nothing, it's a null. In ULL, if you are coming from Java then you should know null. So none and null are same. And then let's now see what are lists. So let's just see what are lists. So lists in Python are you can just refer to a shopping list if you are went to an if you went to supermarket to take some veggies or some uh, food for a house or for some things for a house, then when you make a list, if there are many things, then you make a list. So the list have many items. So like uh, you want this vegetable, you want this things, you want clothes, you want tomatoes, you want apples. So there it is a big list. So we can say that in Python there is also a list in which we can store many objects, many strings, and many integers also. So let's go and let's just go here and let me just write here my shopping list, shopping list, and I will write it equal to, and you have to give parentheses. You can see that when I click on the parentheses where square brackets, then it auto completes the square brackets. So you can see that now it is empty. So let's fill it. So let me just write here apples, some apples, bananas. So you can let us write more. Let me just write fruits, clothes. So now, let me just write here and okay. So let's just write this much only. And you can see that I have made a shopping list in which there is apples, bananas, clothes, tomatoes, and milk. Now, if you want to print this, so you can just print it directly by doing shopping list. The shopping list, right. You can see that I am getting apple, banana, clothes, tomato, and milk. So let me just also comment this out. So you can see only this. So you can see that we got apple, banana, clothes, tomato, and milk. So let's see how can we access these things. So you now know how to make a list. You have to use square bracket and put the elements. And if you want to write many elements, then put commas. Commas. You have to use commas. Okay. And now in shopping list, now let's see how can we access the third element. So let's access clothes. So it's on 1, 2, 3. So let's type 3. Let me just send this. You can see that we got tomato but not clothes. This is why, because we start our numbering from 1, but the Python starts from 0. Means this element is 0, so when we go from 0, 1 and 2. So to access clothes we need to go to 2. So let's write 2 here, and you can see that we got clothes. So now you can use these to access this, and I will teach you many lists also. So let's go here and in shopping list. Now I have made a shopping list. Uh, See, let's now try to access 2 or more elements. So, or let me just give one more example of how to access one element. So let me just access the milk. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is on 4. So let's just type here 4 and run it. You can see that we got that. So now let's try to access many elements, like 2 or more elements. So if I want to access this apple and banana, so this is first 2. So let me just write 0. But you can see that if I write 0, then it will give me apple. So let me just run this. You can see that it gives me only apple, but I want bananas also with it. So what can you use? You can use it like this. So now let's run this. Let's see what is the 2. Yes, correct. You can see that we got apple and bananas. This is because I said that go from the 0th element and go till the second one. So means 0, go to the second one. If I want clothes, then I will say take clothes and the tomatoes. And we can say that the first before colon is the starting point. If I want to start from banana, then I will say 1, start from 1, and how many elements. So if I only want one element, then I can write here 1. Or if I want two elements, I can write 2. And if I want 3 elements, I can write 3. So let's just go here from 1 to 3. Now we will get bananas, clothes and tomatoes. So let's just run this code. So we got bananas and clothes. So sorry, we have to add 4 here. So now let's check. You can see we got it. So we got bananas, clothes and tomatoes. So you have to see if I want to start from 1, then go from 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how it is working, last time I told wrong, but sorry for that. Then how it is working? So it is working, it starts from the count, if, from where you have to start, from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am starting off 1. And he is saying that, now Python is saying that after colon put on which element it should end. So now in Python it will start from 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to enter fourth element there. That is why we use fourth. So keep in mind that when you want to like put the stopping point, then you have to start from 1, 2, 3, 4. If I want the milk also, then put 5. Let's run. You can see that we got bananas, clothes and tomato and milk. So let's just try to, and you can see that it is a list, right? So means we can access it from that also. So now let's try to access the first two of this. So what can we do? We can write here shopping list 2 is equal to shopping list, and let's start from clothes, tomato and milk. So let's start from 1 to 5. So now we will get, let's try to print shopping list. And now let me just run this. So I can run it from here also. Now you can see that I'm getting this. So we have just we have put this list in this. So now let's try to access the first two. So we will get the first two by writing 0 to 2. So now let's run this and see what we get. You can see that we got bananas and so means we first access it from here. We took this and then we tried to access this from here. So directly we can access it by doing this. So we'll get, if we do this like this, then also we will get the same thing. And we got bananas and clothes. Now I have taught you how to accessing, and if you want to add elements in this, you can't just always just update it like rename it again and again and again, but you want to append it also, right? So let's just remove milk and let's think now. If I like I wanted to also add milk, but I didn't. By mistakenly, I didn't add milk. So how can I add it? So let's just write a shopping list. Sort. You can see that there are so many things. So this is very good. So let's use one of the functions. So we will be using append. So let's use append and let's give it an object. So we want to put in milk. So let's write milk. Let's give it an M. And let's run this. You can see that nothing happened. But when I print shopping list, now you will see what happened. So, you can see that milk is now added, but we didn't add here milk, right? So don't see here. Just you can see that now it has added milk to here, right? So we have added like an object to a string to a shopping list. Now list can be made of now let's try to just before this I will tell you about a thing about list, that if you also make a list, you can make of numbers. You can put here boolean, you can put here string, you can put here float, you can also put here list. You can also put here this, but I will teach you what is dictionary. So you can see that I am putting many things in the same thing. Means I can put a number, I can put a boolean, I can put a string, I can put a float, I can put a list in a list. So it's a very good thing about Python that we can put many things. You can put tuple and dictionaries also. So let me just show you. You can put a tuple. So this is a tuple and this is a dictionary. So you will understand what I wrote now afterwards. But let me just remove this. Okay, and now let's now see if we have a second list. So I have list 2 is equal to 1 2. Just like this. So I have added some random things in this. You can see that I have made a list too now. Now see if I want to add if I want to add this list here. So what can we do? You will say that you can append it. So let me just append this. Okay, let me just try to append this. You can see that it now appended like apple, banana, and then it appended the full list only in that. But you will say that it is correct. Now, no, I wanted to tell that I want to add these elements in this, right? So I don't wanted to add this list full inside that. I wanted to add these elements in this to this. How can we do it? We don't want like that. So I will show you one more method which is called extend. So extend will, what will do, it will go here in shopping list and then it will go to the end and it will iterate over the list 2. It will take all the elements and put it inside. So let's just put here our list 2 and let's now put this. You can see that now we have added all the we have now added all the things in our list 2. So let's just override this. Let me just override this. I can just do this access, and now if I try to, okay, so we do not have to do this. Sorry, I didn't want to just override by mistakenly. And now shopping list dot extend just adds this to shopping list. So it's working, right? So think let's now see what can we do more. So now let's go through more methods. So I will use shopping list dot. You can see that there are more. I will show you everyone. So we now we saw what are extend and append. Now sort. If I want to sort it, so let me just write your sort, and I will now send this. You can see nothing happened, but something happened. Because the order changed. You can see that sugar and salt was at the end, but how tomato came at the end. It was before cauliflower, right? And cauliflower how can serve. You can see that now it has sorted it in a ascending order. So you can see that A from apple, then B for banana, then C for cauliflower, then A, then comes L, so L close, cauliflower then close, then K for knife, then K comes, and then M, then 2S, in which the second letter is A and the U came then that is why the sugar came here, and the tomato at the last because it's seed. So you can see now it sorted it. So if then you can use it on numbers also. So let me just write here list 1 is equal to 1, 2, 4, 6, 4, 3, 1. So I have just wrote it as random, and I will write a list 1 and I will print a list 1. So like this, and let me print this. You can see that now it has sorted it. So it can 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. So it has now sorted it. 6, 4. It's now, it was that at first, but now it has sorted it. So it's good, right? So now it is working. It is sorting our list also. So let me just remove this, use this, and remove this. So now let's shopping list. Let me just write a print shopping list first of all. I'll need, and let's just dot, and now we saw what is sort. So now let's see what is pop. I'll use pop, and now I'll print show. Now see all the elements. Okay, keep in mind what were the elements, or you can write it by stopping the video. But see, and now see the what will happen. You can see that the elements. If we just remove this, okay, let's not extend it for now. Let's just keep it simple. You can see that now we had apple, bananas, clothes, and tomatoes. But tomato gone. Where was tomato gone? How? What does dot pop method do? Pop method removes the last element if no argument is passed. Now I have passed no argument, that is the last letter of pop. And if I write here 1, then I think it should pop the banana. So you can see that apple, clothes, and tomatoes. Now banana is gone because at the first element it is 0 and the 1, the bananas were there. And if I want to remove the 0 means apple, you can see that banana, clothes, and tomatoes. Means it removes any element if we want. So let's see what will happen. And if I write here A, you can see that we got apple. So we can store the popped element in a variable. So this is good, and we have also popped the element. And if I just show you the shopping list also, and here print other A also, you can see that bananas, clothes, and tomatoes, and apple is popped. So it's very so we can store this. I think so we'll be using this to do something. And so let's now what do, let me just remove this print A, and this is remove this, and let me just show you shopping list dot. Now we saw pop, sort, extend, append, and now let's see copy. Copy is very easy. You can see that it just copied the list to a variable. So you can use copy to just you can use copy to just take copy this to an variable. So now it is very easy. That is why I didn't want to explain this much. So I will write her dot, and now you use copy, pop, sort, count, and now let's see what is in there. So let's write the third, and now it should return me. So let me just store this A and A, and now let's see what happens. So we got, sorry, so we even, you can see that we got 0. Means what does it do? It goes to the list and checks if we have this element passed, and if we have, then it gives the index. So apple is on the index 0, that is why it gave me 0. And if I write here banana, so bananas, and run, so you can see that it gave me 1. So this was also easy. So now let me just write here shopping list, and also here also shopping list. dot. So now we use these, okay. So now let's check what here does. Clear. And now let's is equal to, sorry, we didn't want to do this. You can see now shopping list, where are the list, where are the elements in this. So you can see that our all elements are cleared. Now there is no element left in our shopping list. So now our shopping list is fully clear. So what should we do? We shouldn't do nothing. You will use this mostly for, like, you can mostly we don't use this shopping list dot clear, because I don't think so anyone wants to just clear the list. If they want to, then I think so when we write our program we can use this, but we'll see in the future. So what we'll do for that. So now let's go here and let's now put the shopping list up. Now there are so many, so I'll teach you every, and now we have not used count. So let's just put a count and let me eh, so let me press what will happen. You can see that equals 1. So this is because this checks if any element is occurring many times. Like if I write here one more apple, I write apple. Then it gave me 2 because there are 2 apples, right? So now this was also easy. Now this only counts how many elements are, how many times one element is occurring. So now we know what is this. So let me just remove this and also move this and so thought. And now we use also count, and now let's see what is remove and insert. So before that I'll use reverse. So let's just do this and let me just add here shopping list and run this, and you can see that what happened now. Nothing happened now because we have to, I think, to do this. So what happened now? So this I also did not understand because I also saw this function first time because I have not used this function. So I will see and tell you about this function. So let's not see this. Let's see what is removed. Let's remove apple. You can see now it removed the first apple, but I had two apple. Why didn't it remove the second apple? And it removes something. So remove just removes the past which I pass here. If I pass here a string, then it will go through, and if there is a string, then it will check, and if there is it, then it will remove. And let's check if we can use number. So let's, if I give this, so what will happen? Let's not see. You can see that we got error that it's not in this. We can't remove this. So just remove the first occurrence, and like if it goes from here, it's checked if there is apple. Now apple is there, so it will remove it. It will not go from any time and remove. It will not go from back. It will go only from forward, and we will remove the first occurrence and stop it. So now let's just go here and shopping list dot. Let's now see what is insert. So now insert, I will give here the index. So index, if I want to insert it, I will write here. You can see that now it inserted hello at the first one. So what does insert do? Insert, we have to just pass one index if I want to put it in between apple and banana. So after apple is on 0 and then on 1. So I have to put it on 1 and put the bananas on 2. So it what I can do, I can just put this on 1 and now it will come between apple and banana. It means it is going through the list and inserting it. It is not deleting any value or it is not overriding its value. It is inserting it. It's like saying that if a person is there and if two-person are there, and when you come, just try to go inside the line and you say that go there, please go there, I want to come. So you are being inserted in the line. So it was a funny example. Let it be now. So now shopping list dot insert is now cleared by you, and now this way in next video I will teach you what are tuples and dictionaries. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.